The story of the 5 daughters of Zelophehad, who fought for their rights as human beings. They spoke up as a result of their courage and got their inheritance. The story goes thus. In the vast wilderness, as the people of Israel journeyed toward the promised land, there rose a voice not from the army nor the elders, but from 5 women, daughters of a man named Zelophehad of the tribe of Manasseh. Their names, Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah, are not just ancient names in a forgotten genealogy. They are names remembered for their faith, courage, and the mark they left on the history of God's people. Zelophehad had died in the wilderness. Like many others, he did not reach the land flowing with milk and honey, but he left something behind, not sons, but daughters. And with that, a question: what happens to his inheritance? In a culture where property passed through the male line, these women faced the reality that their father's name could vanish and their family's portion in the land could be lost. But they did not stay silent. With grace and boldness, they approached Moses, Eleazar the priest, the leaders, and the entire assembly at the entrance of the tent of meeting. It was not a place women often spoke, but speak they did. Our father died in the wilderness. He had no sons. Why should our father's name disappear from his clan because he had no son? Give us property among our father's relatives. Their plea was not only for land, it was for justice, for legacy, for inclusion in the covenant blessings of God. Moses did not answer immediately. He brought their case before the Lord, and the Lord answered, not with silence, not with rebuke, but with affirmation. The daughters of Zelophehad are right. You must certainly give them property as an inheritance among their father's relatives and give their father's inheritance to them. God's response echoed through history. A legal precedent was set. The laws of inheritance in Israel were reshaped that day, and these 5 daughters became a symbol of God's justice and recognition of those who dare to stand in faith. Later in Joshua 17, when the land was finally divided, the daughters came again, this time to Joshua and Eleazar. And just as God had commanded, they received their portion among the male relatives of their tribe. What we learn from the daughters of Zelophehad: 1. God listens to the bold and righteous. These women brought a just cause, and God did not dismiss them. He welcomed their voice and upheld their rights. 2. Faith can challenge tradition. In a culture governed by patriarchal norms, they stood against what was customary, not rebelliously, but faithfully, and brought about change. 4. Your voice matters. The story of Zelophehad's daughters encourages all of us to speak up when something is right, even when systems, traditions, or society seem unmoved. Now, what are the reflections from the story? The daughters of Zelophehad were not warriors. They didn't build altars or fight battles. But through their faith and courage, they shaped the law and ensured their father's name, and their own, would live on. They remind us today, God honors faith, courage, and the pursuit of justice. And when the time comes to speak, even at the entrance of the tent of meeting, your voice may change more than just your story. It may change history. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the story. Click on the subscription button, like and comment for more interesting stories coming soon.